thrilled to welcome to the show Marioncelli. His book, Clear Light, Living Water, here on Author's Corner on America Tonight with me, Kate Delaney. And this is a book where we've got sayings and poems and aphorisms, and it's just cleverly done. And it's the book I like, the kind of books I like where you can pick it up and get what I call that shot of inspiration or something that'll just make you laugh out loud or think, or maybe even get a tear in your eye. So Mario, thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me.
What was it that inspired you to pull all this together? Because it's no easy task to kind of go through things that you've written, thought about. What made you decide, hey, I'm going to put this together?
Well, just to give an accurate background of the book, I would have to start with my being depressed. I was really, really depressed. And I did what people do. I went to a therapist, and he fired me. He terminated my treatment, and I had nowhere else to turn. And I began to pray. I began to pray very hard. And after I would pray until I went to work, and then I would come back from work and I would pray until I went to sleep. And this went on for about 4 days. And I got a sensation in my mind, and with the sensation came like a download of like a packet of information came into my mind. And it was the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I began to do what the 12 steps tell you to do: write down the people that you've harmed, and also it told me to write an essay about love. So I went to my little Smith Corona typewriter and began to write. And and tears falling on the keys as I wrote. And I began to I wrote down my inventory, and I wrote down an essay about love. And I went to bed and slept. And the next morning, I woke up and I was in just a rare state of mind. It was kind of a state of mind where every thought that I had seemed like a poem. So I began to write down these poems. And as the day went on, I collected quite a number of them. And I think I added maybe 2 or 3 afterwards, but pretty much the book is one day's work. The first section of the book, the Clear Light section, people might look at those and think about haikus, because they are kind of haiku-like. Or Zen koan, Zen koans are. Sure. Those little cryptic little messages that Zen masters give their students. So they are like that. But at the time that I wrote the book, I knew that it was something special, and I don't say that out of arrogance. I just say it because it came to me in such a way that it was something special. And I went to I think it was a Kinko's, and I had a calligrapher write all the poems. And I paid her $60 to write all the poems down. And I went to Kinko's and had them print up 75 copies, which I have one left. But when I did this new version, I added an introduction, which tells the story of how the book was written. And I also included the essay about love in that one, so people can draw from that what they can draw. This book is a very special project to me, and I think that I would like people to get some inspiration from it. And I think that the biggest message of the book is forgiveness. I would really like people to learn how to forgive, and to know that, in fact, one of the poems in the book is forgiveness is not something we do for others. It is a kindness we perform for our own heart. Let their burden be light and keep the doorway open for love. Because when we don't forgive, it's not the other person that we're not forgiving who suffers. It's us that suffers when we don't forgive. And I would really like people to do that. I really like people to get that from the book, and also to live without fear, without unreasoned fear, and which is a hard thing to say right now with what's going on in Israel. But I think most people's fears are unreasoned fears. They're things that they concoct in their own minds. And I'd also like people to be grateful for what they have. There's a story about Baba Ram Das. Was Richard Alpert in his prior life, and he tells a story about a student who approached him in Tibet, I think it was, and asked him if he could become a student. And Ram Dass listened to his story, and he said, "Well, I live in LA now, and you know how LA is, and blah blah blah." And Ram Dass listened, and he said, "Well, I'll take you as a student, but for the first thing that you will have to do is go back to LA and learn to live there happily." So the man didn't get what he wanted, which was to be a student in Tibet, but he got something else.
Yeah, he got a clear message. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, it's so interesting. I love what you say in this book and about forgiveness. That's so powerful.
Yeah.
So for you, learning what you did and going through the different version of the 12 steps and that essay on love, which is so powerful, are you so happy that you went in that direction and that you were able to pour this out there and put it into the world? Because how much has that lifted your depression?
Oh, my depression went away.
Wow.
I was like more than just happy. I was ecstatic. I remember being just in states of ecstasy that were hard to describe. Just doing the 12 steps. The 12 steps, there's a certain genius to the 12 steps about being, because there's nothing we can do about the things we've done in the past. There's nothing, we can't fix them, but we can acknowledge them, apologize if necessary, if we've hurt somebody. And this is all we can do. So the 12 steps give you a chance to do everything that you can do to eliminate that tie to the past. If you don't want to be in the past, you want to be in the present. And those things which tie you to the past are regrets and resentment and anger. And in fact, if you look at the word resent, it's resend. So we are sending a negative emotion through our bodies again. Every time we resent that person, we send that negative feeling through our body again. and it just it diminishes us, and we can't really do that successfully. We need to live in the present.
Yeah, boy, isn't that the truth? And your book really nails that equation. And I think your book can help so many people. I mean, people who feel depression, people who feel that fear that you're talking about, people that aren't really living, that are living restrained because of what they're carrying around. So I would tell everybody listening, go pick up Clear Light Living Water. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever great books are sold. Marioncelli, so inspirational. Thanks for sharing your story and your book.
Okay. May I share one verse before we leave?
Sure.
Okay. May the beauty you pursue match the truth that you achieve, and adorn the lasting garment that your spirit strives to weave. This was left out of the book.
Wow.
Overlooked.
Wow. But you left us with that. What a perfect place and a beautiful place to end this, Mario. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me.
Visit www.greatwritersmedia.com. Email us at info@greatwritersmedia.com. Call us at 877-600-5469. Subscribe now.